Happy Wednesday! Yes, I have a kitten on my lap. Just checking in with y'all before I get back to editing. Saturday's retirement party. Tons of pictures left to go through. Hope y'all are having a great week and staying healthy. Definitely still plenty of germs running around out there that no one wants. So stay healthy. Take your vitamins. Do all that stuff. So it is we're 4 days after the event, and every day since then I have been working bit by bit on editing these photographs. I use Lightroom primarily, and then depending on the event, I will do some touch-ups in Photoshop, but primarily Lightroom is my go-to for editing. See, my kitten Hobo is trying to video. I don't know. He jumping in. He wants the attention. I've been going all day, hanging out with 4th graders today. I do substitute teach on occasion, so usually probably 3 days a week. Love the kids. It's a lot of fun. A lot of work. Some days are challenging, but we get through it the best that we know how. So yes, it is 4:35 Eastern Standard Time, and I'm about to get to it and do some more edits on these photos. The event was 4 hours, I think. Yeah, 4 hours. I was there for 5+. Set up all that good stuff, testing lighting, asking questions. It was a huge event. 200 plus guests, and it was a retirement party. No, not a wedding. It's been a while since I've done an event of that size. And yeah, y'all, my voice is still a little bit hoarse from whatever crud I had a couple of weeks ago, so sorry. It doesn't help when you're in a classroom full of kids and have to speak louder than them either. Doesn't help the voice at all. So today's plan is to tackle more of these edits with Netflix playing in the background. I'm gonna do a quick, flip around. I'm not gonna be on here very long because I do need to get locked in, as my kids would say, and focused. But there's Lightroom. There's my cat video bombing. Lightroom. So I think I'm gonna work from the end to the front tonight. There's no rhyme or reason. Sometimes I just start with the last photo. Sometimes I start with the first. Just all depends on the workflow I feel like doing for the day. So I never start in the middle. Good God, I'll lose my place. Especially again, this was a big session, so a lot of photos. Definitely have already deleted some, but there's still a lot to go through. So hope y'all are having a wonderful week. Just wanted to pop on real quick, show my face. If you are thinking of photos, and especially if you're in the Atlanta area, do keep me in mind. If you know anyone looking for a photographer, keep me in mind. I do now. Thank you, JD. I do now have a portable backdrop set up for headshots. So if you need headshots, let's get together and make that happen. I've got 4 different colors in that backdrop. One of them's white. I just picked it up. I need to set it up and do a test before I get out there and actually start using it. So maybe in the next live video will be me setting up that backdrop. It's awesome. And if you are a professional in any way, shape, or form, I highly suggest you get some professional headshots done. Not selfies, not AI images. You want your image to represent who you are and not who AI thinks you are. And selfies, well, yeah, they're fun. Trust me, obviously I do them. We all do selfies. Not necessarily the most professional image. My last client that I did headshots for got a ton of compliments from her manager and coworkers and supervisors on her headshots. So the right headshot makes you stand above the rest. So head and shoulders above the rest. So even if you're not in the Atlanta area and you need headshots, find someone, a professional, not someone with an iPhone or an Android, and get those done the right way. It's worth the investment, I promise you. Get those outfits together, make it fun. That's always the goal in any session, is fun. I think Saturday was fun. I don't know, 200 people. I ran my butt off for 4 hours. I did not sit down, not once, in 5 hours, in fact. Had a slice of really, really good cake, though. Actually, it may or may not have been 2 slices. Total icing fan here. It's got to be buttercream, and it was incredible. So there's that. I needed that sugar boost to get me through the rest of the evening. But again, people photos, that's what I'm here for, y'all. If it's a wedding, if it's an engagement, if it's an event, if it's graduation, families, couples, kids, pets. I'm highly allergic to most animals. I won't give you that side note, but I've done many a family session with their dogs. Never one with cats, so the challenge is on. If someone is looking to book a family session and has a cat, let's do it. I'm all for it. Was it just me at the event shooting? Yes. Still photos, no video, but it was me, my 2 feet, and my 2 cameras. So I used my new camera, my Z6, for the backdrops photos. Oh my god, I love that camera. That was the first time I really used it outside of the few test shots I ran beforehand. And then I used my D850 for the candids and the band and the DJ and all that other good stuff. So definitely, I have never, outside of when I was being mentored, worked a wedding with a second shooter. Car events, it's usually a team of us. Big events that I used to do in the past, including Volkswagen events. But any other car show, Nope, for example, was always with a team. There's no way one person could have covered that with the models and everything. But just like a regular car show, obviously there's tons of photographers there. But if I'm the hired photographer, then I typically work that solo as well. So, y'all, I got green fingernails, and it's about to change to orange and blue here real soon. Yeah, so I have actually never ever, to be honest and to be fair, I did not anticipate them having 200 plus guests. It was not a question that I asked when we booked it. I should have maybe asked it, and I usually do, but for whatever reason, I was working with his event coordinator, and we were talking more about details and that sort of other details, and not how many people. So when I got there, I asked that question. She was like, yeah, I think it's 209. So, yeah, it worked though. I don't mind. I love being busy. I think we got everything we needed. I got a lot of people that came through the little backdrop photo booth, if you will, setup that we set up. I don't think everyone came through. Looking at the number of shots I took, everyone didn't come through. Downside of backdrops, especially for groups, is most of the fun backdrops aren't in really big sizes. So, you know, people were falling off the backdrop. But whatever. They were aware of it, and they're cool. So, I gave them the size before I showed up. Actually, the backdrop was kind of thrown in too. So, yeah, that's a good thing to keep in mind, though. 1 photographer per 100. And at this point in my career, I am definitely going to look at hiring an assistant for events, simply because if I'm carrying gear like I did, I carried 2 monolights, multiple umbrellas, the backdrop holder, the backdrop, 2 cameras. I literally pulled a wagon into the event center, and do not think about hiring an assistant, simply because I've never worked with an assistant. So I think in the future I'm definitely going to look at doing that, maybe getting an intern, if nothing else, someone to come and carry gear and help out as needed. So yeah, so there's that. So I am going to get ready to, like I said, edit hopefully today a good chunk of the remaining pictures. I gave myself ample time to get it delivered. So always give more time and deliver sooner than not meeting your deadline. I see that a lot out there, y'all. I see, clients complaining that their photographer is taking months on end. They're non-responsive. That is never a good look. So I text my clients during the process, usually send them the teasers, just to, gauge, just to get them excited for the final delivery. I keep saying I'm going to do like a Zoom meeting to go through the gallery together. That is something I might implement this year as well. Upcoming, get a couple of portrait sessions and some headshots as well. So y'all stay tuned here on Instagram. Hey Alex, hey Tiffany. Thank you all for tuning in and taking a few minutes out of your afternoon, evening, to hear me babble on about photography and how things are going and what we're doing. Again, I've definitely keep seeing like the Zoom meeting to, flip through the gallery together. With everything being digital now, we're so used to digitally delivering everything. And back when I first started, it was film. We would show up to weddings with 20 rolls of film and then print them or develop them and then create albums and then hand deliver them and go through that album together with our clients. And now it's like, hey, here's an email with your gallery link and your password, go for it. And yeah, seeing the pictures favorited is awesome, and seeing them downloaded is awesome, and seeing the response with the teaser shots when you text them is great. But there's nothing like seeing the look on their face when they're flipping through the album or the gallery, and the excitement and it triggering the memories and moments from that shoot a week or 2 ago. So I really think that I'm going to re-implement that. It'll take a lot of time, and I think it's a good connection with the clients as well. So yeah, I think that's what's going to come this year too, as well as an upgraded gear, ready to rock and roll, ready for some more sessions. So again, if you know anyone, send them my way. Also willing to travel. Thank you all for tuning in. Y'all are awesome. You rock. I see Alex and JD are still on. Tiffany popped off. I never usually announce my lives, and when I do announce them, I tend to miss it, miss the time. It's just life. So I'm gonna do better. But I've gone live 4 times already in this new year, so there's that. So that's improvement on my end. Hobo, say goodbye. Say bye. He's been my model. He is such a calm, chill kitten. So he has definitely cooperated with light tests, camera tests, all sorts of stuff. All right, I'm sorry. Lay down. All right, y'all. Have a great rest of your week. It's a 3-day weekend for some of us, so enjoy, be safe, have a good weekend, stay warm, stay healthy, stay dry, all that good stuff, and have a great evening. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Take care, y'all. Bye.